Hello guys, this is Surma, the incredible heavy metal band, and my name is Hera.
And I'm Victoria.
And we are in Prague. And this is our podcast, it's called Surmacast, and this is number 4. And we put out episodes on every Monday at 5 p.m. Central European Time. That's 17 in European clock terms. On every Monday.
Oh, you wanted to say 1,000.
Yes, but I'm going to stop that because that's apparently not fashionable around these parts.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Somewhere it does, but not here.
Yep.
So last time we talked about illegal downloads versus legal streaming and YouTube and whatever, and we have had a lot of positive comments about that, so we're very happy for that. This time we're going to talk about something different because we went shopping the other day for Christmas, for family and friends and whatnot, and also for ourselves and also for me. And we had like 10 bags balancing on top of each other, and they were all for me, and I felt so happy for that. One of them was a leather jacket that I'm very happy to have again.
You can imagine the situation, how happy I was. I mean, I was happy for him, but I mean, what kind of world is that we go shopping and I have not one item and he has all the bags full of new stuff. I was just walking there, and having absolutely nothing.
I told you could get whatever. Nice shoes, nice jacket, and whatever. We really needed things, and I really needed some new clothes. And I was very happy to find the new leather jacket. Heavy metal fashion. There's a metal fashion shop in every European big city, and certainly one here in Prague.
Mm-hmm. Which is Metal Shop.
And it's called Metal Shop even, yes.
This is not advertisement.
Metal Shop.
Really?
Don't see that. No, we pay the full price for everything there.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Sadly.
them. I'm not sure you know them.
Yeah, I do.
But I haven't had a leather jacket for a year or more now, and I just feel so comfortable and at home in a regular heavy metalhead leather jacket.
You also look much better.
I think I do, yes. I do.
I had, this
No.
this
I look
feeling.
much better. You said it.
Yeah, of course, but I had this feeling, past few months that, you're not so as attractive anymore. And I was like, yeah, but, you make album together, and now it's like bigger commitment, and I just couldn't say, hey, it's not you anymore. But now you're back on track.
Yes.
Just because of the jacket.
So there's a specific kind of jacket that at least male metalheads like to use, and it's the same everywhere. It's this black leather with I think it's a pilot design from British Army from the Second World War, or something like that. So far as I know, I don't really know precisely where it comes from, but that's what it makes me think about at least, and that's what all metalheads wear. But it's a bit different for women, I guess, in metal.
Well, hard to say. Depends what kind of style you like as metalhead.
Sure, you see plenty of girls wearing those jackets too, but they don't look as uniform as the guy's jacket, to me at least.
No, again,
I'm
really
not a fashion
depends.
expert.
Yeah, well,
You should be.
There's so many possibilities. So I mean, there is really heavy metal style, like, well, Judas Priest is a bit over made in fashion.
Yeah.
There are some extra stuff. So there's heavy metal style, like old metal. This leather jacket you have. You can have some extra sparkly silver stuff that makes it more girly-like, or hard to say, really.
Yeah.
Also death metal kind, with chains,
more punky
or with
anarchist
pentagram or whatever. So there's really a lot of possibility.
We have this silly joke, correct each other's grammar. Maybe I correct your grammar more than you correct mine. But if she forgets to say a word in plural instead of singular possibility, I will add the S after. And some other words that end on s and s. It's just anyway.
You mean like far, far?
You went too far. So you see, it's
Sorry,
farts.
yeah.
Anyway, enough silly talk.
It reminds me of Gunnar somehow.
Yes. Oh, we did. I did a podcast earlier today with Gunnar and Thaddeus.
Yeah, how was it?
Gunnar is fairly serious when the camera is running, but when the camera is off, he can get unbelievably unserious, which
That's
is wonderful.
Gunnar. Yeah.
Wonderful, yes. I wanted to tell the story about the earlier jacket I had, the one I lost.
Tell me.
There's a quite interesting story. We played at Rock Hards in Germany. I don't remember which year. I will guess early, like from between 2010, 2015.
Oh, I
maybe
was born
before that.
already. Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes, not that long ago. And we stayed at a hotel, like a countryside hotel, and it was a very old-fashioned hotel, very nice woodwork everywhere. So of course I hung my jacket up in the
Lobby?
in the whatever you call it, where you hang your clothes. I forgot it when we left. I simply forgot to bring it with me. We came back next year. The reason we came back the next year was we were late for our show this time. We simply missed a turn. This was before a GPS, and we were driving with a map, and we missed the turn a few times, and we were simply late.
So you arrived there that year and you didn't play?
Exactly. I begged them to move the schedule and let us play any crappy scene, any crappy time, but no, they couldn't save our show. So we arrived and didn't play. And since then, we decided to always arrive one day early, which we have done faithfully almost ever since. Anyhow, I forgot my jacket. Came back the next year to play the same show, arrived on time, played the show, went to the hotel, and the same polite waiter comes over to me who worked there the year before. Excuse me, sir, you forgot your jacket last year. And he brought me the jacket, the same jacket. Unbelievable.
Well, a
But now I
day ago
lost
you
it.
said it was a woman.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Maybe there's
Like receptionist, you said the lady receptionist.
No,
brought you the
it
jacket.
was definitely a guy. I remember
I
I said
think you're just making up the stories.
I remember I told you, yeah, whatever. No, I'm not making it up. This really happened. And
Was her name Tatiana? Or
yes,
something like
yes, and she was extraordinarily good looking, and she gave me her telephone number. And never mind, I got my jacket back, and now I just lost the jacket myself somewhere, and I bought a new one. Anyway, enough about that.
That was a jacket story. Really dramatic one.
Yes. Thank goodness that's over.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. Like? Actually, while we are in the fashion,
Yes.
I remember when we released Like the River Flows, the live video.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, I do.
You all, I assume you all know how my costume looks like. Like, yeah. It's not many fabric
Square
on it.
inches of your bodies body are covered.
Yeah. And of course there were surprisingly some comments about it, and I mean I could have expected it. I think I did actually. But yeah, some people just automatically assume that we women like to dress like this because we just want to I don't know,
Compensate for your lack of talent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I
I used to play half naked.
And
No.
we all know why.
Now I'm a bit chubby, so I certainly have no talent. But I have no dream that my nakedness could compensate for my lack of talent.
But here we are. It's completely accepted when you guys do that. But they call us almost worse when we do something like that. So not really okay, guys. If you see it, some of you who comment like this, who think like this, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not okay,
No.
but you can't. There will always be someone commenting something you don't
Of
like, so
course. But I mean,
just
if
ignore
we
it.
would ignore it completely, we would not have anything to talk about.
That's true. It's
So-
nice to have some idiots' comments to talk about.
No, actually, my point, I answered to some comments like this, actually, one particular comment, and I explained that I simply look, or not look good, that's not what I wanted to say, but I simply,
do.
thank you, I simply feel much better in clothes that doesn't have too much fabric on it, on my body, because while we perform, it's extremely warm because of the moving, because of the lights, because of all the, you know, how you call it, adrenaline. And yeah, I just simply get overheated. It may sound stupid, but this is the fact I have. So it's much more comfortable for me to, you know, be light dressed. And another reason, which was actually the main reason, was that I wanted to have costume that fits to the concept of our album, which are sculptures, statues. And as you may know, most of the art, most of the statues and sculptures are naked. Or, you know, they simply do not wear too much clothes. And it's because I think or most of the people may think that body is actually quite nice thing. I mean, it's really, it varies, and it's definitely something interesting to see, to look at. And of course, I'm not talking about if you would dive into porn industry or something like that. That's a bit different story. But I mean, in the artistic way of sculptures and I don't know, paintings. So yeah, the point is that I wanted to be close to this inspiration of us.
Yeah.
And also, I'm too young to wear clothes that would cover me from the top of my head to
But look,
my toes.
another thing is, well, not another thing, kind of the same thing. When we started to play, I was wearing jeans on stage, and it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Because jeans you sweat a lot. It's very warm. You get overheated, like I said, immediately, unless you're playing outside in the Faroes, in which case you almost freeze to death immediately. And playing in jeans is really horrible. They get sticky, and you can't bend your knees, and they just slide down slowly, and you feel extremely uncomfortable. I started very early to play in leather trousers, and it's much better. I'm not sure why. They're not very comfortable to wear, actually, but on stage, they don't react like jeans do, and they don't get sweaty and sticky. But then,
well, they're just a bit smelly after a few shows.
After 3 months, I mean, they're toxic. Then we got professional made stage wear, and they put spandex wherever it counts, and it's unbelievably comfortable to wear. You can bend down like do a squat without anything, which is impossible in jeans. I mean,
or in leather.
Yeah, or in leather, and you can jump around and move. And that's very important, actually, to entertain, that you can move freely. And fake thin plastic leather mixed with spandex is really the best. If you look at old Iron Maiden videos, for example, they wear these silly ballet looking spandex. It looks kind of silly now. I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Bruce Dickinson. He's flying on the stage all the time.
Yeah, but if you want to move like that, you have to wear something that's made for that, and it doesn't have to be tight spandex all over, but something that
well, some people like
whoever
it.
made it thought about, that you have to move in it.
Actually, I'm singing in this fake leather trousers with Bohemian Rhapsody. I really love them. They look good. Or I think they look good. But yeah, I feel this tight, moving possibilities. I really can't do much in there. So I have high heels combined with this leather trousers, and all I do is just headbang time to time and jump from one side to another side, and that's it. I can't really, I don't know, jump anywhere, seriously.
Yeah. That's one reason why I can imagine, like you said earlier, wearing less is just unbelievably comfortable and liberating on stage.
It is, unless your top is constantly falling down, which happens to me, and I said many times that I will adjust it. I didn't try the costume I have before the tour because there was no time. I was at school, and I went from, actually I was in Berlin back then, and I went from Berlin which was like school excursion,
Yeah.
straight to on tour. And the costume was made like just 2 days before the show, and I was like, oh, okay, so let's try it. And it was all good, you know, when I was standing in it, but then I started to jump on a stage, and you can see on the video that I'm still putting it up because I really was worried that everything would go, well, I don't have much in here. Oh, I should not touch it. I don't have much in here, but it was still falling down. And actually that happened while we were recording the video, shooting the video until it rains again. The whole crew seen my boobs.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, not nice.
Oh, well, stuff happens. I actually thought you were overreacting, but once I saw the footage,
I was asking her, you know, I still have this feeling that it falls down at me all the time, and it's like, no, oh my god, it's just your feeling. And then we received pictures from the video shooting, and we all could actually see that the top is not already on my boobs, but somewhere here.
You were not overreacting. Let's put it like that.
All.
So yeah, metal fashion. It has its ups and its downs, and I was going to mention earlier, you mentioned Judas Priest. I think it was Judas Priest who made leather popular in heavy metal to begin with.
Really?
Yes. I'm not sure.
Good for them.
I think so, yes. They've made very many things good about heavy metal, among other things, music and Rob Halford and leather.
You know, I can't talk about that with you. Or you can't talk about it with me.
Yes, I can. I'm not just talking to you now. I'm talking to our wonderful viewers on YouTube as well. So we have some comments also on YouTube to the last video. We have no real questions. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear them below this video or at surmametalband@gmail.com.
Yes, because if you're not going to ask us anything, we will have to come with some really silly themes.
And you see how silly we get.
Yeah, and it's just unbearable. And I wonder, again, show us your activity. What do you like the most in metal industry, like in costumes way? What stage wear do you like the most?
Exactly.
Maybe you can name some particular artist, and you can... can they share the pictures on YouTube? No, it's not possible.
I don't think so, but...
Anyway, you can figure it out. I'm very curious.
Yes. So there's something you can do to stay active during the horrible continuing lockdown. Looks like this is going to last at least a few more months. And we are trying to stay active during the lockdown.
You are.
I don't find it that difficult. I'm a very... non-social and introverted person. I don't see much difference to this and how I usually go about things. And I've been keeping busy, of course, working on music now, and then working out, jogging and working out outdoors every other day. And I understand it can be difficult, especially for people who have a more of a social need than I do. And we're also interested in seeing how you're doing, what you're doing to stay active, if this is the same for you as it is for us, if you feel it's same old. Like there's this joke going around on Facebook at least, that you find out when you're an introvert that your lifestyle is actually called quarantine, which was true for me. maybe not for you. You're much more social than I am, much more outgoing.
Yes. Well, actually, today is what? Sunday?
It's Sunday, yes.
Yeah. We always recorded the day ahead, before. Ahead. Yeah.
A day ahead, yes.
And on Saturday, so for you, like 2 days ago, when you see it on Monday, mind blowing. Anyway, on Saturday, we had a friend here. We drank wine, and then I was out with my best friend, and I had a bit more wine. Not much. I was not drunk, but I have to admit I had this really, really weird mood. I really enjoyed all the socializing suddenly. But then I think after the wine and when I got home and I just lay down on a couch, I don't know what I was doing. I was just like scrolling on the internet like endlessly. I really hate to do that, but I do it anyway because I just start to think like what to do in life, and and I just noticed that I feel really demotivated for last few days, past few days.
Past or last, both are good.
So confusing when it's so much options. Anyway, I'm not sure if it's entirely just with the lockdown. Of course, it's a huge problem for me because I really need some concerts and events when I'm more extroverted, but I think the biggest problem is that I actually got a job. So I have this part-time job. I was helping my friend with how would you call it?
Selling beer or a promotion. A promotion stand at the shopping center.
Shopping center. I was selling food and beer because a friend of mine has a restaurant, and for him it's also difficult to survive these days. Business meaning, I guess. And I was very happy to help him. Of course, it helped me financially as well. And I thought like, hey, good. So I will not be locked in our flat all day. But then I realized that I got up in the morning. I came back in the evening, and I had absolutely no time, not to mention energy, to do the stuff I usually do, because what keeps me going is music and fitness, and I just didn't have energy or the time for any of that. And I think that made me much more demotivated because it was just something that it was a place where I stayed a whole day and I couldn't be really productive. I couldn't do anything. I just knew that I'm making money somehow, but people were not really talking to me so much. Of course, they just ask for, I don't know, 3 bottles of beer, please. And few people were talkative, but the point is that this time at work was not productive at all, not even in the working meaning, in the job meaning. So it was just killing me a bit from inside. And I realized, I guess some of you guys just experienced it, some of you guys had this probably half of your life or something, that some of you guys do a job that you don't really feel it's the right job to do, and you feel like it's a waste of time. And of course, it's not my first experience. It feels like I've never been working before, and suddenly I realized how it's horrible to work. that's not like that. I had some jobs, some real jobs before, but I just can feel how difficult it is and how tough it is. And I didn't have even power to talk with people, like on socials. I'm usually this
so your point
person.
Is that a job like that can be very demotivating and depressing.
It is the combination, of course, with the lockdown, but with this kind of job that there is like nothing.
There's nothing satisfying about it.
Yeah.
And your point is that there's a lot of people who have a job only to pay the bills that they don't like, that doesn't give them anything. Good on you for doing that, because there's a lot of necessary jobs in society that maybe nobody really likes to do, but that have to be done by someone. And it's not going to be done by us artistic types. It's good that someone does it, but music helps. Listen to music while you work. I hate to sound arrogant here. We made a podcast about this the other day with Tuir, talking about horrible jobs we had. And I realized after I may have sounded a bit arrogant, saying there are some jobs I simply I would the meaning of my life would slowly fade away if I had to do them for the rest of my life. There are people who have these jobs for their entire lives and they do fine, and they may not like them, but they have to pay the bill somehow, and they have to have a usable, important function in society. And
yeah, but in this case, you usually find, or you should find time for your hobbies, for things you like to do when you get from job, and you listen to music, watch movies, or going out with friends. Yeah. The problem is that now, because of the situation, there is not really space to do stuff. Of course, you can listen to music, but it becomes over and over. And for example, for us, like, because we, or at least I need to perform for making myself really happy, and suddenly, you know, it's like not there. Yeah. And even though I love listen to music, it really, I'm addicted to music, so I really have to listen to something all the time. But it's just not enough anymore.
I see. What really makes me happy is writing music. I could do without performing for the rest of my life, as long as I get to make music, which is good for me. I don't really feel that desperate need. I'm looking forward to going on tour again. Absolutely, I do. But if I were told right now, you can never go on tour again, but you can write all the music you like, I'd be fine.
I would be not fine.
I understand. Anyway, my point is, there's a lot of people who don't have a career in anything, they just have a job. But you shouldn't be jealous of us for anything, because the downside of being an artist is you can hardly ever afford anything. And I hate to bang on about this, because I do, but we really live in close to poverty, even though it doesn't always look like that. We hide all the bills out of the camera
actually,
angle.
the space where we are sitting right now, this is our imaginary bed. We are trying to get for years now.
We don't even have a bed yet. We sleep on the couch, and our backs are
kind of broken,
mangled by it. We're gonna get a bed any day now.
Yeah, hopefully.
And it'll be right here, and we will move this studio area to the hall out there. So anyway, we'll show you later. Enough about this. I feel we've kind of talked this subject into the ground, although it's a important subject to us musicians. We had some comments for the last for podcast Surmacast 3, and one from the baker. He says, "The phone, really?"
It was not a phone, it was my computer.
He should have said, "The computer, really?" At least nothing was ringing now while we were talking.
Yeah, the thing is that I muted my phone, like I automatically do, before any kind of recording or any kind of important work. But I had a computer here, and it's, Apple has this amazing innovation, that when someone calls you on phone, it's starting to ring on computer. It
calls on all devices in which you have logged in with your Apple ID.
Yeah.
You can turn it off, that function.
Oh.
I only found out recently, because I have like 2 iPads, 1 MacBook, and 1 iPhone ringing whenever someone calls me.
This is how badly we are doing.
No, it's. I use it for work. I recorded the entire last album on including the Surma album and last year album on my Mac. So it's.
It just sounded like, oh yeah, we don't have even bad. Oh yeah, I have 2 iPads.
The iPads. And no, the iPads are for playing. We use them for playing live.
It's actually let's say it like this: it belongs to company. It doesn't belong to us.
It belongs to the tour company, and we use the iPads for playing live. We have something called Bias FX, it makes guitar sound. You play through your iPod and through another machine, and it makes it easy to travel and easy to use. So it's not like I waste all my hard-earned money on useless stuff. This Baker also makes another comment. I pay for all my music because I want the musicians that created it to get paid for the hard work they do. That is
we love you for that.
exactly what we like to hear. Philip Russell comments, I try to always buy physical copies of records I like, then stream too so the artist gets as much as possible. The idea of compensating musicians with exposure is bullshit. Exposure doesn't pay bills. That is very true. Unless it is insanely cool exposure, it's usually not worth it. If we were asked to play in front of, I don't know, Metallica for nothing,
I'm in.
I think I would do it because the amount of exposure you get is very good. But playing a regular show here for a few hundred people for exposure is not worth it. It means nothing. Also, getting your music out to people who would otherwise pay
I would not mind to do it.
0.001 cent for it.
Yeah, I would not mind to do it. Well, me privately, personally, but for example, Harry is not in a position to do it anymore after many years of hard work. And also, our 2 members are from abroad, so we would have to even put money into
exactly.
that.
Another thing is what the booker negotiates with the local promoters with is how much do you pay last time. And if you go pay for free, they're going to say, well, why do you want so much money now? You paid for free last time. So it's not really what what expenses you have. It's what you can what tickets you can sell and what you can charge for it in return.
Anyway, as we said before, you should value your work. So this is
absolutely. Gundi Salvason made a very long comment, and I've abbreviated it here. I agree with your point of view. I also make music. Hopefully, things are improving. At least like, follow, and share bands. It's free, and that's very true. You can always like, share, and follow on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All the bands you want to help, that really, really helps, and it is absolutely free.
So I have a great idea for you guys. Like, comment, and follow us now.
You know what? You can even dislike because YouTube...
Do that too.
YouTube promotes videos with high interaction, good and bad. If you, in the comments, tell us we are absolute garbage and you dislike the video, that is just as helpful as if you like it. Fancy that.
Well, let's stay just with the likes.
If you dislike a band, don't dislike their videos. Don't comment that you dislike it because you're just helping them. As far as YouTube is concerned, at least. Anyway, this Gundi Salvason is from Argentina and sends us the best and hugs from Argentina. Now, much love back to Argentina. I know some Argentinians. My sister-in-law is from Argentina.
Hi, Veronica, if you're watching.
And there were a few more comments from John Latch, Marcus Stetmeyer, and Olaf Hallbjörk. They were all very positive comments, and everybody agreed that you should try and help bands and not download illegally, because legal streaming and YouTube is very easy and almost free everywhere.
Thank you guys for your support.
Yes,
we are
absolutely.
very glad you agree with us. I hope you're going to agree with us on this podcast, Surmacast. We didn't mention that it's Surmacast.
It is Surmacast, number 4. Yes, I did many times.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So we hope you're going to find something to agree on this Surmacast. And you want to say this usual stuff you usually read?
Yes, I want to ask our wonderful, talented, attractive, and beautiful viewers and listeners, and you, to please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where we are SurmaBand. Listen to our music on any streaming service you like. We might recommend Amazon Music or Apple Music or something like that. Please track us on BandsInTown. You will find the direct link in the description below this video. That will be very important once tours start again. BandsInTown will let you know when we play in your area, so you're sure not to miss it. Visit our website. It is surma.band, and there you can sign up for our newsletter and you can buy some very nice merch from us. We don't have that much, but what we have is very cool.
We have very nice merch.
Yes.
Which reminds me, did we ever use the newsletter?
We didn't send out one newsletter yet. I don't think we have that many subscribers.
So I guess it's pretty safe to subscribe because you will never see any email from us.
We guarantee whatever we send you will be very relevant for Surma, and
No
we will
spamming,
not
don't worry.
spam you. Don't worry. So we hope to see you next Monday. Oh, we will be in the Faroes next Monday, won't we?
Yes.
And we will be talking to you from the Faroes.
Let's talk about Faroes and the traditions and the nature and stuff.
See you next Monday at 5 p.m. Central European Time from the Faroe Islands. Cheers.